really good. Yeah.
There's 5 under here. Huh? There's 5 crays under this. No, I'm not kind of choking. I've seen 5.
Oh.
Yeah. What is up, guys? Welcome back to RJ Fishing. Today, it's me and Ronan. We're gonna go for a nice dive down here at this beautiful little location. Just getting the stuff out of the car, load it up. We've travelled about 6 hours to get down to this location. We cannot wait. What are we going to target today, Ronan?
Well, today we're after a few crays and the fabled abalone, as well as maybe a few leather jackets, but we'll see what else could come through in terms of fish. Might spear a few. But yeah, so we should get a nice mixed bag by the end of the session. So hopefully it ends up all right. Don't get too cold and get a few on the chew.
Let's absolutely go. Come on. All right, guys, we just arrived at the spot. There's actually someone diving already, and we're in such a remote location. Wow, look, the sun's just came out. Look at the viz there. That is beautiful.
Amazing.
That is so good. I cannot wait. It's so hard fishing down here on this coast because the swell's always high and the viz is always bad. So the stars have really got to align to get in the water, but the weather's been so shit the last week or two. It looks so nice. What we're going to do, we're going to go up left first. We've never been up left. See if there's any crays up there. And then we'll head in the middle. We've seen some crays in the middle over there as well. We'll get in, get the weddies on. Got the torelli down there. I bloody hope we'll get a cray. I'll see you in the water. Let's go. G'day guys, and welcome back to another diving episode. And today we're going to be on the search for some crayfish and some abalone. Now this is the first dive. I've got my new torch and I've seen this nice little abalone in this really tight little crevice. I grab him, bring him back to the surface. But as you'll soon see, he's just a bit undersized. And you can't just drop them down, otherwise they'll just die if they're undersized. So what you got to do is you got to swim them back down to where you found them. I had a quick look for some crays in that ledge there, nothing. But then I just chucked him back in his little crevice, and I went on about my day to find some more abalone. So, second drop of the day, and I've headed out to about 5-6 meters. The viz is not really good at all, and the current is just pumping. But I found a nice little patch of abs, and I managed to get on the board, a real nice one. This one went, I think it was 12 or 13 centimeters, you'll see in a sec. But it was really good to get on the board. The current was absolutely pumping, and I just got swept further and further out. And to get that to the mark where I dropped my float line, it took a lot of energy. And you can hear me panting and swimming and breathing really heavily. The current was super strong today, and I was just really struggling at this part. But you guys just watch how it plays out, and we got on the board with a couple more abs. So just look at this beautiful little patch. There's about 6-7 in here. Then to the right, there are a fair few more abs. So it's a nice little forest. But there we go. First 2 abs on the board. Legal limit is 5, just so you know. That's absolutely amazing. Our catch bag's over there. Float, we'll go chuck them in there. So I went to chuck them in the catch bag, and I put this clip in the video, guys, because I just want you to watch how strong this current is. Now, it doesn't look too bad, but as you get underwater, I want you to watch the weed and all other little particles just sweep by me, right behind me. Like, look at all the weed, it's just pointing right out to sea. And I was just holding onto the float for a little bit. Ronan's stuck out there. I'm not sure how he got back in. But I had to grab onto the spear to pull me and yank me forward to get back into the calmer waters. And it was just super surgy. And the current was just pulling me, and it was really tough. But a little tip, you guys just got to stay really calm. You got flippers, you got a wetsuit, you got a snorkel. You can do all those things, breathe. And I was just pulling the line here, and it was really tough. But I managed to get back in, and it was really good. So now we can get back onto the abs after that eventful little struggle with the current. But just be careful, guys, when you're diving. Alright, so I'm still drifting at around 5-6 meters. If you guys are wondering what dive torch I'm using, I really recommend it. I'll leave a link down in the description. It's from Dive Pro. But here we are. Come across another nice, beautiful abalone. This one went legal as well. This one gave me a bit of trouble. But I did manage to get it, as you'll see very shortly. There it is, got a bit of stuff on the bottom. And somehow, if you look now, on my right hand side, I've picked up this weed that I thought was my ab tool. That's just stupid, so I threw it away, got my actual ab tool, measured it, went over the legal limit, and that's just brilliant. Here's another beautiful cray, guys. Not a cray, an abalone. This one's gone about 13. I've found some big thumpers already. That is just incredible. Look at the beautiful red colourings of it. Let's keep going. Alright guys, so we moved down to some shallower water in search of some crayfish. Went about 2 to 3 meters of water, and I found this really nice looking ledge. And I've just shone my light in there. And if you pause now, I've seen this huge crayfish. I reckon it's around 3 kilos. But this one was quite far back, and we could not get this one. Big. Big? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. It's quite far back though. Here's another look of that huge cray we just saw, guys. Just look how fascinating and big this one is. It is just so amazing to see a cray. They are my favourite. Now what I'm doing here is I'm putting my spear right above the ledge where the cray is, so I do not lose it, because I often do lose them. Now I've moved about a metre to the right of where I saw that first huge 3 kilo cray, and I've shone my light and I've seen another massive cray. Now I know it doesn't look too far away, but it was so far away to grab, and I just could not grab this one either. So that's 2 within the space of about 1 metre on this same ledge. How good. So I then went to the other side of this little ledge. This little ledge was only about 2-3 meters in length, and you wouldn't believe it, but I saw another probably around 2.5-3 kilo cray right there, and I just wanted to go back to the surface to get a bit of my breath up, and then I'll go back down to grab it. This one was just within reaching distance. You'll see what happens in a sec. I just love this new dive torch. So I go back down, I go to the wrong hole, then I see it. And he's came a bit closer as well, somehow. So I stick my arm in there, but silly me, I tried to gently grab him and coax him forward on his feeler, and I just completely missed it. I was too tentative, and I didn't get it. I should have just gone bang. Ronan! I tried to call out to Ronan, but he was too busy diving for other crays. I should have just gone bang and got him, but I didn't. And I went back down to check where he was, and this cave went so far back, and he was just gone, never to be seen again. So that's 3 crays on the one ledge. This is so good. The honey hole. Ronan, there's 3 here. 3. I just touched one. Okay. Do you want me to stay here? Alrighty, so we're on the same ledge, guys. You can see the spear's just there. And believe it or not, but there's actually another cray right here. And if you see, its feeler has poked out 30 centimeters away from me. But I was in a really precarious position and I could not grab it. I was upside down. I couldn't really get a good grab on it, so I came back to the surface. I called out to Ronan, but once again, he didn't hear me. So I go back down to actually have a proper grab at this one, because this one is the closest one I've seen all day. This is a meter to the left of the very first one. This is the 4th, and you'll get a good view of him here. But this one's backed away. You can see him there. He's backed away just out of reach. and I was spewing that I could not get him. So it's been about 45 minutes, an hour, trying to grab all these crays, and I've seen 4 so far. So I'm going a bit insane that I haven't caught one yet, and crays are my favourite species to catch, my favourite thing to eat. And you wouldn't believe it, once again, but I've gone back down, and I've seen 1 on the roof, and then 1 on the ground. So that's 6 on the one ledge. This is the most I've ever seen. This is truly a honey hole. This is so far back, and there was no chance of me ever grabbing those crays. So I went back to the surface.
Okay, this cave is stacked, it's a honey hole. I just seen like 2 on the roof.
So after a while, there was just no chance of catching these crays. They were just so far back. And I was really spewing because I would have loved a bit of cray for dinner. But I then went into this cave and I saw this a huge leather jacket. Sorry about the camera angle here, but I speared this beautiful big horseshoe leather jacket. So that sort of made up for the crays, I could say. But not really, because a leather jacket and a cray, there's no real comparison, but they're just so beautiful, the leather jacket. But that's a good one to add to the catch bag. Already bagged out on 5 abalone each, plus a nice little leather jacket. The smorgasbord is really coming together today. 6 crays on the one hole is quite remarkable. So I'm just swimming back to the catch bag. I got this new float that I got. I really like it. It's from Seek. It's called the Seek Bridge. And I really like it. There's the leathery. Chuck it into the catch bag. This float is actually designed for a human to lay on top of it if they get a bit tired in the water. So I just really love it. So if you guys want to go purchase one, I'm not affiliated at all, but I just really like it. So there you go. Nice little leathery, no crays. We're going to head back in right now.
Alright guys, just came in from the dive. Pretty good job. We saw 5 crayfish in the one hole. But this was today's haul. We'll tip it out right here. Bagged out on abalone. Really nice leather jacket. Nice little sweep on the hand spear. Beautiful abalone here. Some are just monstrous. This one is a bit of a cool little colour. It's got a bit of a white lip. Just look at those colour comparisons of them. We'll hold them up. Get a little, do you want to do a colour comparison?
Oh, colour comparison.
Beautiful, look at that.
Now we're going to get the release.
We're going to get the release on them guys, and there they go. And the sweep is off. But we actually saw 5 crayfish. Hopefully I got a bit of footage of them for you. They were just super hard to actually grab. They were so far back in their caves. I got my hands on one of their feelers, but I couldn't do anything about it. So this is our haul. Quite happy with it. We're gonna do a nice little catch and cook. Super pumped. So we'll see you in the kitchen guys. Let's go.
Righto guys, everything is all prepared. We have our abalone here, our sweep here in the panko crumbs and batter. Justin's whipped up a little salad as well, with a bit of papaya, some various fruits in there. I can't wait to dig in. Let's give it a try. First up is the abalone. It's pretty good. It's got a good little scent of white wine in there. Nice little saltiness. You can tell it's come from the sea. That's what you want to taste. Tastes like if I had to describe the taste of abalone to you guys, it would probably be a combination of oyster and squid. It's very nice. If you haven't tried it, I do suggest you try it immediately.